Hey, it's Josh from Sprout Cubed. I'm just going to give you a little tour of my garden. Oh, this is my helper Jackson. Come on, buddy. Up you go. Where's your shovel? Jackson's out here helping me a lot out in the garden. This year's new addition is the square foot garden. I've done a couple of posts on that. I've had pretty good results with it so far. Some of the bigger plants, like the broccoli here, has been a real challenge to keep standing upright in the shallow soil. I don't know what to do with it. Maybe next year a little deeper on one end. We'll see what happens. It seems like it's best just for the smallest plants. The peas are a real mess on these boxes. I think they just need small trellises, otherwise it's not going to work. It's a mixed results of the carrots, but I've never had great luck growing carrots. I don't know about you guys. Over here is the tomato planters that I've made a couple of posts about. They're growing great. I have no idea how many I'm going to get since it's my first year out, but we'll see what happens. The dirt's practically up to the top of the box, and I've had pretty minimal pests, so far so good. Here's my little 4x4 strawberry patch. Right about now is what I'm harvesting. So I'm getting, let's see if there's a couple in here. There's one right down there. I'm getting maybe 3/4 of a cup a day. Over here we got our little spinach patch and a squash plant that I've never grown before. It's actually doing really well. It's got a couple of small squash on there and flowers that as soon as I see that they've set pretty well, I'll probably eat. They're really good fried. It's just starting to vine up, so we'll see how long the vine gets. I gave it a stick to climb up on, so we'll see if that's a good idea or bad. This is the Japanese tomato ring, which I think has nothing to do with Japan, but I thought I'd give it a try this year. I have 3 tomatoes around it, and the center's just filled with compost. So you just water right in the center of the cage there, and the idea is that the roots climb up inside, but who knows? So I thought I'd give it a try. This is the time of year that the green beans are really starting to climb. This growth has probably been maybe 2 days since they had any vines at all. Oh, and there's my Easy Bloom. We're just measuring right now for the review to see how the results come out. And actually, I just noticed on one of the bell pepper plants, I'm starting to get some little peppers on there if I can get it to focus. It's a good sign. As you can see, I kind of pack things in, and that's just the way I garden. I have pretty good results with it, and I don't have to weed quite as often as some other people. Up here is my attempt at a hanging garden. We'll see how that actually turns out. I'm starting to get some peas here and there that are looking pretty good. So far so good. It's just a lot of work to keep them wet and watered. What else we got? Over here is my first stevia plant I've ever planted. It's called Sweetleaf Plant. At the end of the year, oh, my buddy's coming to help me. At the end of the year, you could take these leaves, dry them, and grind them up and use them as a sugar substitute. They have no calories. Right here is another thing I have coming up for review. Whoa! This is my earth box. It's a self-watering plant. You just pour the water in, or planter, you pour the water in right here. There's a reservoir on the bottom, and it soaks up through the water. This is their staking system, which I could go either way on. I think next time I would just do cages. I don't think it's worth the extra money. I actually have another self-watering plant over here, which if you look down the bottom you can see is my helper's favorite place. It's a less expensive system, and I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but we have a review coming for this one too. And the last, most important thing in a garden with helpers like I have is a box like this. These are where he can dig, and he can pull any plants out that he wants, and he knows that he could always take his shovel here. That's pretty much it for my small garden here. We'll try to give you another update later in the season. Thanks.